The panel really quick. We have power. We have an overheat light. If you exceed the duty cycle, you'll get an overheat light and it'll suspend welding until things have cooled off enough. This does have dual cooling fans that run very quiet. Machine's running right now. You have your amp adjust. You have a clearance effect, which I've found that about the number 2, positive 2 position works the best. And what that does is that just basically adds more heat to your material or puts more heat in your tungsten. Don't be afraid to play with it and see what works best for you. But that's basically the only thing in this that's kind of a fine-tunable. You got pre-flow, I set somewhere around 0.3 of a second. And post-flow, depending on the job you're doing, anywhere from 3 seconds to 8 seconds. You have 2 rocker switches. One would be up for stick, down for TIG. And you basically have AC, which would be your magnesium and aluminum, and DC for the rest. You have foot panel and panel control. That's it. Simple, easy to use, easy to set up, and just start welding. The 200sx comes pre-wired with the 220 plug already on it. We have a pigtail here that we simply plug the 220 outlet into and plug this into the wall. The auto voltage inside the unit automatically changes it over to 110. So what do we have? We have a very lightweight portable unit that now is very versatile for just about any job, whether it's in the shop or out in the field. Here's the brand new regulator that's supplied with this machine. If you notice, it's actually the black on the outside is in liters per minute, and the red inside ring is done in cubic feet per hour. So no conversion necessary on this unit. Simple regulator, just gets screwed into your bottle like this. Provide a little bit of torque on that. And then we're supplied with a argon feed hose. Simply gets installed here. And then this torques down with a 17mm wrench. For the back of the machine, same thing. Take this, screw this into the argon port at the bottom. 17mm again, and just give it a nice torque down. Another thing to note, this will be your power switch. Up is on. You got the dual fans running. We'll notice that the new fans are real quiet on this machine. Barely even know it's running. For the ground, we're supplied with a very nice ground, very nice spring tension that will clamp to our workpiece or to our table. And then for the ground, installing on the machine, you'll just simply insert, give it a twist. Hooking up with the TIG torch is super simple. We'll just take this, install it in here, and we'll take a 19mm and just kind of give it a nice torque down. Now you will notice that out of the TIG hookup we have a cannon plug that we can hook up to the panel if we're going to use the torch trigger on the torch. Myself, I'm a foot pedal guy, so we will opt for the foot pedal in this installation. Here's a shot of our foot pedal, and when we do hook the foot pedal into the unit, this now becomes our amperage control, and first time ever we do actually have a little scale on this that tells you how many amps that you're actually dialing in. Here's the WP17 air-cooled torch. First thing I noticed with this torch is, wow, this thing is very small. Holds well in your hand. We do have a torch trigger on it. It's not a rheostat, it's basically an on-off, so you will have to set what you want in amps up on the panel and work with it that way if you choose to use that. Like I've said before, I'm a foot pedal guy. Let's go through and build the torch. Basically, Longevity supplies you with all of this here. You have 3 different collets, 1 collet body, and 3 cups, and they give you a long and a short with this so you can play with the different size tungsten lengths. First thing we'll do to build the torch is we'll put in the collet body, and here again that just screws in Then you can drop your collet down through the top. And I've tested all of the different tungstens with this unit, and I've found that the blue tip, the 2% laminated, basically holds up the best on the aluminum side and works extremely well on the steel side. This just basically drops down through, and then you'll put on your top and that down. And I was doing some tight work, so I used the number 5 cup, and that's basically how it goes together. We'll get a little stick out. I usually run about it somewhere around a 1/4 inch or so, and that's basically the torch with this unit. Here's our stinger for doing some stick welding. It's very nice. It's got real good spring tension, and basically you can lay out how you want to put your rod in it, what your preferred method is for that. Stick slot. Basically I would remove the TIG torch and the 2 leads for the foot pedal, and you'll just stick this in, give it a twist.
Here I'm welding some 6061 T6 aluminum. I'm using some 4043 rod for 3/30 seconds. I do have a 3/30 second 2% laminated tungsten, which I feel that works the best on both steel and aluminum in this machine. You'll notice that the arc start just came in, the high frequency came in, there wasn't a sputter or doing anything weird. Nice control over the puddle. Here again, we don't have a ton of dials to dial all this in, so the factory's done that for you. It works really super good, it's super easy to use, and we just get a very nice and consistent bead and very good controllability on the arc. Here I am welding some 1/8 inch hot rolled 1010 steel. I'm using the ER70 S2 1/16 steel welding rod, and as you can see, this is really lighting up really nice. Running a really nice controlled arc, and I'm just kind of keeping track of the heat and establishing a nice rhythm and carrying it through. This welder really welds nice both on steel and aluminum. If you're looking for a reliable, simple, and easy to use TIG welder that's super affordable, that you can put anywhere from in the garage, a hobby shop, to a professional setting, I highly recommend the Longevity Tigweld 200sx. Thank you for watching Longevity's Welding Channel. I'm Tim Roble, and I'll catch you here next time.